Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we're back in Fallout 4, Nudists Only Live Once, done live. And last time, we picked up some rads. We got Virgil to tell us where to find a courser, and we're going to take a piece of the courser and do stuff with it. But we need to go back into the glowing sea to get into the Institute. So, today, in between parts, set myself up to go up north and go check on the revolting peasants. I need to sleep though. I wouldn't mind keeping my adrenaline up, but overtired is going to start really pulling into my carry weight. Doesn't look bad now, but I've got plans for that. And we are suffering a little bit, so we will need to sleep extra. That's why I did 12 hours. But yeah, today it's going to be very chill, very relaxed. So if you're looking for something crazy, death-defying, and dangerous, this is not the stream. This is not the episode for that. Okay, one thing I did want to make sure I grab. This is everything that I'm going to take up north. Oil, screws. I don't have a lot of screws, which is annoying. I might go run by Arturo and just pick up another shipment, since I know that I might need them. Rubber, oil, gears, copper, cloth. Things that I'm pretty sure could be up north, but they might not be. I'm going to take a very light loadout today. Bottle cap mines, just in case. Fragmentation grenades, 10 of those. Fragmentation mines, 4 of those. My Gauss, my plasma gun, my VATS 308 rifle. And I think I even put the right bullets in my inventory this time. I am going to take a little bit more just in case it gets crazy. And plasma cartridges are pretty light, so I'll just throw another 50 on there. Everything is completely planned out. Okay. Let's run to Diamond City quick, like, just to pick up those screws, and then we'll be on our way. I wouldn't mind checking if Dr. Sun is about as well. Maybe he just needed a little bit of time off. Okay, so besides going up north and getting Mama Murphy her drugs, I have Jet, Med-X, Mentats, Psycho, Buff Out, and here is Cricket. Good to see you, Cricket.
Cricket.
Got a hankering for melting face?
Yes, I do.
I'm your girl.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A part of every big purchase goes to planting little bitty trees that I'll blow up in your honor.
Very nice. Okay, Cricket doesn't have anything by the looksy of it. Prove me wrong, Cricket. I set you up for something glorious. Glorious indeed. Okay, so the thing about this is one suppressor. One suppressor early for 757. I think that's just a little bit of screws, but oh, I really want that just right now. It only came one level early, but just in case it makes the difference somewhere, I'm going to pick that up. That is kind of silly, but I have enough caps to justify it. I can pretend at least. And the suppressor on this is a good combat shotgun, but I just don't want to rely on holding a bunch of shotgun shells and a combat shotgun when my VATS enhanced rifle is doing a good job. Do that. I am now probably on the verge of being over encumbered, so I can't really do anything else.
Guns now because you bet your ass your enemies will.
Remind me, do you sell screws or gears
Sure.
or springs? Okay, gears and springs. Right. Screws are Arturo. At least I think so. Trash can, Arturo, Rufus, and Cruz. Where are you going, Mr. Mayor? So that's nice. We can make one last modification to our gun. It would have been nice to see that earlier, but it's fine. We haven't really run into issues with our silencer making that big of an effect. Where is the doctor? Where is the good doctor? That is a little strange.
Don't let down the home team. Buy us.
You need protection. Everyone does.
Let's see what you got.
Don't forget.
Okay, and for him, should have just picked this up last time. The screws. It is... oh...
Arturo.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against
You know
raiders.
what, let's do this. I don't think it's that bad of idea. Just get things down by a few hundred caps. Should have done that with
I'll
cricket.
take a look. Sure.
Wasn't really thinking about it, but that's fine. Okay. So we saved, what, 200? Wait, no, 300. There we go. And then when it comes to... don't really have much to sell, unfortunately. Can I take the suppressor off and just sell it back immediately?
Diamond City surplus. Everything you need.
No muzzle. Very good.
We got small arms, long arms,
And this thing
ammunition.
gets the suppressor. Very good. Okay, so keep the dot. Medium quick eject, recoil, compensated, short-ported. This is a good VATS weapon. It is essentially my 10mm for the run.
Got
Okay,
some
you.
Great stuff. If you're interested.
Yeah,
what you
just
have.
a quick little
Everything
sell.
hand tool.
Now, this only sells for 108. That's unfortunate. And everything else is going to stay there. I'll get rid of that. And this is all stuff I need to keep around. Okay, if worse comes to worse, I can always have some magazines to sell. The nice thing is, my caps are really being drained just because of the Rad-X searching, and we're not going to be needing, well, I say that now, but Far Harbor is around the corner. And so I'm thinking I don't go too crazy on using up all the Rad-X that I get for my next trip into the Glowing Sea, just because I'll immediately need to do the same thing I just did last time. Once I'm out of the Glowing Sea, go find a bunch of Rad-X to buy. But the nice thing about, well, the, what is it?
Purified water inside the city.
The radiation rate in Far Harbor. By that time, I hope to have several ranks of chemist, and having Rad-X last, you know, maybe 6 minutes, maybe even more. We'll see how long I have to wait for that. But I think it could be a good idea to get some chemist ranks, and then we just... what do you see? Okay, whatever. And then from there, we'll be able to... oh, I want to see this. Oh, that's so nice. Nice and silent. Okay. Yes, distracting myself because I realized there was a big suppressor on the end of my gun. Very nice, very nice. And anyway, I am hungry, I am thirsty, that is fine. Far Harbor, it shouldn't take too long to get around, and having just a few Rad-X along the way is not going to be the end of the world. I think I am set when it comes to heading out. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else that I need. I'll take a couple of these. Okay. And let me just take a look at the map. So... I wouldn't mind going off and clearing Taffington so I can have Oberland if I am heading up north. It's not that far out of the way. But yeah, our main goal is Sanctuary, so we'll just see how far we get. It's not going to be the longest stream, but we need to get a couple things out of the way. One of the things I noticed in between parts I was looking at my workshops, people are Not very happy. Starlight, sunshine, yeah. You can see that there's a lot of exclamation points. Okay, anyway, just my phone's a little bit of a busybody right now, sending and receiving texts. Well, not sending, but receiving texts between a big group. So anyway, but that's all fine. Let's make sure that we have everything that we need. Berry, so we have buff tats, buff out, deathclaw steak just in case we want that, grilled hub flower, jet medics, mentats done, nuka free, orange psycho done, over there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whiskey. Yeah, I'm going to bring a couple ingredients. Oh, I should have done that at Diamond City. That was an idiotic move on my part, because that way I would have been able to just get that out of the way right now. It's fine. So our typical path, we're not going to deviate from anything that is safe and predictable. Just over through here, over through the woods. And we could even see if there's anything. I'm surprised at how little there has been spawns on the other side. Maybe you need to get closer and it spawns. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I'm just so used to, if I use the north side and get around those buildings, I run into Mr. Gutsies, I run into super mutants, I run into feral ghouls. It just seems like all the damn time. But when I'm over here, I don't see anything, so I don't know. And we are off to first Grey Garden. What I want to do is make my settlements a little bit happy. Because as the general of the Minutemen, I feel like it's my, sworn duty to make my pampered settlers nice and chill. Let's just make sure there's nothing around here. And then, besides Grey Garden, Starlight should have a good stock of razor grain. Now, I want to save my dirty water for the Mirelurk egg omelets, because those were actually pretty effective last time. They're always more effective if you can use your AP faster, like when I'm sprinting in power armor with the overdriven servo faster running speed, whatever. But when it comes to just sprinting through the glowing sea, it is pretty nice, because as you're sprinting, and if you keep sprinting, then any enemies that you're running into that burrow on top of you actually burrow a little bit behind you. So, oh yeah, I sent dog meat here. Oh, dog meat. Sorry that I sent you to a bunch of robots. I feel kind of bad now. Okay, this is where I dropped a bunch of random stuff. I'm just going to get a little bit of this out of the way. Actually kind of useful, because that way I'll be able to pick up the broken down oil. And I can't break down the car because that's actually a prize. A very, very good prize that I'd much rather have the caps for. Or maybe if you take the prize, then you can break it down for some steel. Not sure. But now that we see just how pissed off our settlers are and how bad the situation is over here, let's set them up a little bit. So first of all, water, just to have a reliable source of water for all these robots who, need water. This doesn't seem to be working very well. Let's go sideways. Okay. 15 water should do it. Riveting stuff, I'm sure. And then defenses. I think we'll just make a defensive barricade on the edge of the farm. Okay, and we can set a few of you to do that. And you. Okay, so we've got 20 food, 15 water, and you're probably pissed off that you don't really have a job. And there goes the last of the steel. Or is it wood? Nope, definitely steel. Yeah, that's going to be something I need to keep an eye out for. If I use up all the steel, there's definitely going to be problems. Okay, 12 defense, and this requires 4 steel, so yeah, we need to be careful with that. We also need to do beds, and beds are problematic because, again, steel. Not sure why robots need beds, but they are counted in the settlement population, so I'll give them beds. But they get the most ramshackle way of getting their beds placed. So, slight apologies. And there goes the last of the steel. Until I find some more. Okay, I should probably make sure to take steel with me to, or from another settlement, just to make sure. Okay, 10 beds, seems fine. Now, on the way back, let's actually just take a quick look-see at the inventory in the settlement. Yeah, on the way back, I think we'll pick up some things. But actually, a little bit of screws, a little bit of steel. Not that bad. We'll just do that. Okay, next thing what we need to do is carefully head north and avoid all the crazy things to the left and the right of us. Yep, the frag mines, I'm not going to go near that because radiation, just skirt your way through these places. Now, it is up there in levels, and we are approaching the ruined house next to... Yep. We're approaching the ruined house next to Corvega Assembly Plant. And... Yep, we've got Reggie Blataria. And I feel like I should just crit him in the head and deal with him so I don't forget later. If he has an amazing... Oh, he might have a really heavy item, which is annoying. Can I just remember that he's here? No, I'm not going to remember that he's here. Just do this. There goes his head. Nice big splat. And now we rely on our VATS guns. Our VATS guns, which are pretty ineffective. I'm just going to run over here to get to open ground. I want to see them from far away. But the problem is more so that they're very flat. And the ground is very flat with just a little bit of hills, so... Okay, there's the rad roaches. Should have just done this on the road so they can't get the benefit of being sneaky in all the bushes. Okay, are you guys chilling out? Okay, looks like they're going home. Maybe one grenade is the best way of doing this. That way they don't sneak up on me. Oh, we got most of them. Are we all good? I feel like someone's having issues getting to me. There's one. Let's come a little closer. I should really build up my critical again. No, you have the chance. Avenge your Radroach King. Okay. Bunch of meat. And, of course. I'll pick up the minigun. I'll pick that up. Well, it's not even that good weight to value ratio. That's unfortunate. Minigun, you're just gonna go in there for now. Actually, we'll pick that up and then drop it out here. I have plans for that. Nuclear material, always useful. And what else? Could have sworn there was more Radroaches, but I'm not going to delay. Let's go over here and pick this up. Now, we should be over encumbered because we're carrying a minigun. It clearly said we couldn't, but that's just how this game likes to roll. We can even sprint. Very nice. We can stay hidden. And I think, honestly, you could even technically have a big enough item and essentially block bullets. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's how it could potentially work. I need to... I wouldn't test that in this run or anything, but pretty sure I've been holding a item and have things be blocked, but could be wrong there. Don't take my word for it. And we're going to go off to Starlight Drive-In. It's been a while. I want to check on them. We're still fine. Blood bugs might be around, but... Who the heck are you? Why the heck is there a raider not getting shot? Very strange. Did the raiders win? Is the gigantic showdown of everlasting hatred between Trudy and the raiders gone south for them? Huh. Nope, she's around. She's just oblivious to the raiders. Okay. I'll just give that to her. And then drop a little bit of stuff over. Did this get refilled? I don't know how refilling works, but I feel like that got refilled. 27. What is 27? Oh, this is weird. I don't want to leave really key supplies in that inventory for some reason, but
I can
let's
rest
do this
easy
quickly.
knowing that Wolfgang is rotten.
Let's see what you got.
A little bit of everything.
Okay, if you have something worth buying, I will buy it, but you don't even have Rad-X Trudy. Okay, I'll take that whiskey and that tarberry. That is good to see at the very least, but dang it, Trudy. Yeah, you're getting my minigun, and that's that. And we're going to quick do some more selling. Don't want to hold hold on to things that
Excuse
I
me.
can
If
get
you're
rid
here
of
to
right
trade, let's trade.
Sure. Let's see what you have.
A little bit.
now. Whoop, wrong side. Okay, cryogenic. Oh, God. Stupid cryogenics. Okay, so that's that, and that is... Maybe I didn't check that one. I'm not quite sure. Let's check our second settlement and see how they're doing. This one's the more setup of all the settlements. I've got more defenses here. We've got the farming setup, and yeah, quite a bit of food, frankly. Quite a bit of water as well. Speaking of which, parched. Just gonna take care of things as I run into them. Okay, let's just take a look at the actual inventory. So we've got, a used oil can. Corn, mute fruit, purified water. And we'll take that for sure. And the
Seems
razor
to be growing
grain,
well.
not super necessary, but I'll take care of that. I'll take the mute fruit as well. And that's going to be useful down the line as I get to different settlements that don't have what I need them to have. Okay, so besides that, 12 Institute pistols. I remember what happened there. We've got these settlers, and they look like they're bored. So our defense at 41, that is fine. Oh, where are we at? We are out of wood here. Huh. I'm seeing a pattern, and the pattern is we're very low on resources because we don't have our settlements linked up. What to do about that? Well, one thing I need to do is stay away from the scary center. That's some wood. Also some wood. Okay, we've got a little bit of wood now, at least. And there's trees over there. I don't see any trees over there. Let's just build a few more places for them to defend from. Cinder block. But this is a pretty set up place. 15 beds, 13 people, 23 food, 21 water, and I just want to do a little more in the way of defense because I don't want to have to go running around appeasing the fussy plebs, these peasants. Okay, something like that. I think they get the point. Okay. Does everyone have something to do?
Sure.
Got it.
Okay, so 49 defense. There should be more.
Sure.
Okay, 55.
Okay.
Everyone is looking for a job. Oh, what about this scrap stuff? It needs wood. Of course it needs wood. Okay, well...
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves
Shut up,
a
Piper.
success until
Okay,
someone
so...
recognized
just double check in here, and in here, and in here. Okay, everything's been used up. This place is slightly better off than how I found it, I suppose. Would be nice to have some more wood. We might be able to fix that elsewhere. Let's be on our way. Now, Red Rocket should also be a very well set up place that we don't need to worry about too much. It's Sanctuary and Abernathy that I believe are the more complainy side of things. Okay, I even made some notes as to what people are complaining about. Definitely need more food and water at Sanctuary as well as defense once I get all of that set up. I think I did the bare basics for them. And I have seen raiders on this road, so let's be careful. Okay. Any random spawn? Okay, so that's just there forever. The worst placed bar ever. Okay. Now, let's go to Red Rocket and take a look at the inventory. I'm kind of interested just to see how bad it's gotten. If there's plenty of extra people there, which there are, I could use a couple of them to pack Mule down to Hangman's Alley, I think, if it's stuff I want to keep around. Okay. Yeah, you guys are bored, aren't you? That's unfortunate. Okay, as long as we have enough wood and steel, which we do, this should be fine. You guys just get on this. You'll have a blast.
Okay.
Scrapper. Scrapper. Scrapper.
Sure.
Scrapper.
Sure.
Scrapper, and let me select you. And Scrapper.
Okay.
Okay, is everyone scrapping? Hopefully. And in here we've got a chemistry station. Let's just do that. It really spoils you, this game, early on. First Sanctuary has everything you need, then Red Rocket has everything you need, and then after that it's just like, nope. You thought that local leader was going to be useless. Well, you're wrong. Okay, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to these, and that's why I want to kind of save a few Nuka-Colas for overdrive and jet fuel. Got plenty of flamer fuel, so that'll be fine. But how are these places? We have a fat man sitting around, and we don't have enough beds. Let's rectify that. Okay, cloth at 62. They only need a few more beds here. They're going to eventually get more people if they find out that there's enough places to sleep, so I'm going to eventually go up to 6 charisma, I think. And that's just kind of going to happen at some point, because I want to not have to do this all the time. I want to... What the... Alright, we just have a settler on the roof. Even this guy's a little confused, like, what do you... How'd you get up there? I'm asking the same question, dude. Okay, so I think we need more defenses. Let's just put some guard posts up here. Since they're finding their way up here anyway, let's just add the guard posts up here. This will be our keep, our holdout. And if I'm ever here and under attack, I have this little place that I can kind of see from. Actually, it would probably be a horrible place to be because it's right by the machine gun turrets, which are going to be prime target for anyone trying to do some attacking. That's fine. Everything is a-okay. So you can be on defense, and you can be on this fence.
Got it.
Does anyone else need a job? You're on food. You're on food, and you are worthless, so get on food. We don't have enough food. That makes sense why you can't be on food. Let's do mute fruit over here. We know we have enough corn. Just a line of this. Okay. This is going to be the least organized mute fruit farm. Well, not that I've ever built, but that's fine. Okay, I'll keep the razor grain around just to have the tato. We don't have a lot of potatoes, do we? I don't mind picking up more carrots because orange mentats
Seems to be growing
are
well.
more useful than I give them credit for a lot of the time. So we'll just have that. And we've got more razor grain and stuff over here. So, now that we've got that, we've got 22 food. Very nice. Water. Water, water, water. Now, we don't have concrete here, but we do have the water pump powered. It's kind of annoying because then we need to run power down here. How about we just move everything? So over here we've got our this thing and this thing, and if this thing was down here, whoops, something like, let's say it was right there, then we could use junkyard dog. Okay, not sure when we picked up the junkyard dog, but that's fine. Junkyard dog can junkyard. It's just really worrying to see a potentially hostile dog in the middle of our settlement when I was not expecting it. Okay, so more water, up to 16, our food's up to... This is not going to be a water-producing settlement, that is fine.
You should have seen it. We cut those raiders to pieces. I
Um,
doubt they'll be back.
They might be, but I've given you enough... Oh, you're selling the dog.
Hey there.
Yeah,
Cool,
no, I'm not going to waste my time with a dog. Even though that would be lovely. Not for me. So, sanctuary. Sanctuary, sanctuary, sanctuary. What have you got over here, sanctuary? Please tell me you have plenty of junk. You've got the concrete. You've got some steel and wood. That is good enough for me. So, let's find Mama Murphy
Do I look like I want to
first
chit-chat?
and foremost. We've got a lot of different people just kind of strangely lined up, but that's fine.
Hey, Carla.
Trash can,
Hey
how's it
there.
going?
Trading?
Yes, yes I am.
Let's see what you have.
Always happy to make a sale.
Who would have thought a merchant that was happy to make a sale? Okay, so it looks like there's not going to be a whole... I spoke too soon. Okay, is there any... People need to have better locations to hang out. Should I just do a Great Mentats and pick up another disease? I'm gonna pick up a disease so quick at this rate.
You're
Carla.
tied to this
Back
place,
again?
kid.
Time
I've got a few minutes.
Here's what I...
Okay, so Rad-X for 700 or Rad-X for it's essentially saving 250 caps, I think. I don't have anything to sell is the problem. And let's just buy it.
Carla. Hey, Carla.
Back again? Time to do business?
Let's see what you got.
I got a little bit of...
Okay, so if I take the Rad-X and her junk, the oil, the fertilizer, it starts adding up quite a bit. I'm wondering if I should do that. Oh, I can't say no to the good deals. Okay. Rad-X. Yeah, let's do that. Great Mentats, we just made some more.
Carla,
We'll be fine.
Hey there. Trading?
Yes, yes, I am.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Always.
So what have you got, Carla? You've got your Rad-X for $4.90 now. You've got your bags of fertilizer, pretty much 33% off. And the oil down to $8.80. Now that is expensive, but oil, we're going through it quite a bit if we make turrets, so I'm gonna pull up one of those. I think that's reasonable. And we are good on a lot of stuff, but screws, that's pretty nasty. Our situation with that, at least. And every bottle that we pick up, we could turn into a water. That seems reasonable, but just leave it for now. 1,400 caps. Ouch. That is on the verge of being out. Okay. Mama Murphy, tell me about the courser.
I hope the color of my energy is blue.
That's good. Humor is a good way to cope. 'Cause this world ain't yours, is it? I saw you leave that icebox. The sight can help you, kid.
Okay, here you go.
Here. I already have some.
Like a little kick yourself, huh?
You have no idea.
This'll do. Now, I see you. The mighty hunter. Only what you're hunting ain't an animal or a man. It's something different. Maybe something more than human. But what's this? I see a man in a white outfit standing over your prey, and he says something. It's hard to make out, but I'm trying, kid. He says Z247, initialize factory reset, authorization code Zeta 53 Kilo. And then he falls, and he's still. Phew. Wow. That took more out of me than usual. I'm gonna need to rest now, kid.
Okay, so that gives me exactly what I need. I'm not going to build her a chair. Well,
Ma'am.
Got a favor to ask.
yeah, let's
kid.
build her a chair. She gave me exactly
Be
what I
glad to help.
needed.
Thank you.
And all she required was a little bit of jet. So, you know what? She can get a chair. Let's even put it inside. This is a very rare occurrence for her to get a chair inside from me. So, respect, Mama Murphy. Respect. Assign to chair. And... oh god, no! Don't phase through. Okay, there we go. Sending Mama Murphy to live in the attic. Okay, there you go, Mama Murphy. Hopefully you like that. Now. Let's set this place up a little bit. First, I want to call all my settlers, because this is a complete mess. To the middle of the road, please. Thank you. Next, I want to actually get the correct amount of beds around. And some of these. And next, on the far side, I think mute fruit. And defense. Okay, so we've got June on defense, Marcy on that, settler on food, and a line of settlers that don't know what to do with themselves. Let's do more corn, I guess. Okay. Now this should be enough. Sturges, get to work. Actually, Sturges, you can go off to the castle. I'll check in on you later. Okay, so you get on food. And actually, I think the food situation is settled. So one of these people can actually get on defense. And Marcy likes taking on raiders. She and June can handle things on defense as well. Okay, hopefully this sets itself up correctly. Okay, you're on defense. You're on defense.
Got it.
And June, you're on defense. Okay. You're on this fence. What is wrong with you people? Come on.
Sure.
Okay, something's wrong, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to just do what I had around for this circumstance anyway. I'm going to overdo the water on this place. I want this to be a water settlement, and I'm thinking between this and this, I'm going to use some gears. Now this is so far out of the way, I won't really have a chance to get back here to do things. But 40 water, that's a little overkill, I think. Probably a little overkill. But this one, 10 water, we could do that. A little bit of oil, everything else not too bad. Even get this stuff out of the way. And we'll do the electricity. Okay, now all the water. We've got plenty of food. We need some more beds, and besides that, this place is set. This place is already full. Sturges, you're still here. You need to get out of here. There are some more people floating about, I think, so we'll handle them shortly. Should have done this during the daytime so I could actually see what's happening. And apologies for the short part, the boring part, the everything this part is. It needs to happen, so if you completely skip it, I'm recording this merely for posterity. Okay, 19 beds, more than enough. And I think... Is everyone settled? You still don't know how, like, this works. You're supposed to go over here, then have 3 of them. And it's not working that way for some reason. So... I haven't the foggiest. But luckily we have these turrets. Circuitry, gears, oil. I am prepared. So we'll just do those all around here. We'll do some on top of these things. Great Mentats is worn off for the however many time it's been. And I want to get defense up to about 60. It's like a weird formula, and I don't know it off the top of my head, but the chance of an attack is dependent on... Ooh, I'm out of steel. That is unfortunate. Well, maybe that's a good time to stop. But the chance of attack is dependent on the resources compared to the defense, whereas the chance of successfully defending from an attack is dependent solely on your defense. So if you have 100 defense, you can have 200 resources out of place, but it's fine, no problems, and you are probably without a job. Do I have enough resources to do one thing up here and tell you to do that? Okay. 74 defense. Very nice. So, we've got, what is it? 63 defense. 63 resources and 74 defense. So, even if there is an attack, we have a high chance of defending against it successfully. And if this place does suffer problems, well, they'll manage. Anyway, I guess they're going to get more people coming in. That's fine. So, we've got... Well, let's drink up first. We've got our settlements set up when it comes to the ones that I care about. Abernathy, I guess I could go run by there. I'm not quite sure. A few more turrets for defense. Just having a secure Tato farm is not really high on my priority list because Oberland Station, even if it's not mine, is right around the corner from Hangman's Alley. That's pretty much my base of operations anyway. So let's run through here. And then carefully go over here because super mutants have been known to spawn around here. Seems fine though. I think it's like the attack on Abernathy either comes from the east, pretty much over down from there, or north of it, or south. It pretty much comes from any direction now that I think about it. Ooh. Speak of the freaking devil. Look at that. Like clockwork. Okay. Okay, so they'll be fine. Oh, super mutant. Oh. How are you doing? Okay, they tried to shoot the cat. That's unacceptable. I feel bad. I should probably set up some actual turrets. Okay, but they brushed themselves off, got back up. Good job, guys. You are a testament to the Minutemen and your resilience. So I'm going to break this place down a little bit because you clearly deserve this, and yeah, I feel bad now breaking this down after they successfully defended themselves. I mean, I guess I did shoot one of the super mutants, so they still needed my help. Useless, useless peasants. Did you sleep through that? Blake Abernathy. Shame on you. Okay, so Blake is kind of an asshole, but that's fine. And shouldn't have broken down the cigar box. Steel, steel, more steel, and ceramics, wood. Okay, I think we'll do a typical amount of beds for when all the people decide to start showing up. That's 16. And besides that, we'll get some turrets up. I want to check just how many Tatos we can get set up at this place without having to go back and forth. Just one more right here. Okay. So 13 beds. We can do a couple more. We're very low on the cloth, unfortunately. Not sure what I'm gonna do about that. I guess I just need to call it and go back home after this. Potatoes.
Someone to this.
People don't know
well.
how to actually grow the potatoes. Yeah, there's no potatoes around. Okay. Hey, they brought you another silver locket. How nice of them. Okay, nuclear material, and it's not only the bits of the super mutant suicider. I thought there was another one. Okay. Oh, here it is. A bladed board. Okay. I like your baseball bat better. Don't point guns. It freaks me out. Now this place needs some care, some attention, and some machine gun turrets. We've got the steel for 10. That should be more than enough. We'll just kind of go up here and carefully not fall off the edge. But since they came from this side, yep, super mutants will come from any which way. Let's do something like that. And even from this direction. And even from this direction. Okay. We're now out. Maybe I should just pick up some more steel. Probably not the worst idea. Each one of these fences worth steel, which is kind of annoying. Have to break them down individually. Can't break down the Brahmin. Completely reasonable. 62 defense, though. I think that's fine. We're not going to be requiring them to do too much. We'll get them some food, get them some water. Enough for 16 people, I think is plenty. As long as there's no more super mutants chilling about. Oh, you have melons over here. That explains it. Store the melons. I don't want you working on the melons actually at all. Big surprise. The thing that isn't useful, I don't want you working on. Okay, one more water. We get a level up from going around settlements. I guess that was a good thing to do. Just all these settlements and having the ability to just kind of clean them up. But also, I mean, all these idiot savant perks, picking up a little bit of extra bits and pieces of experience. That's nice. That means I didn't need to buy the suppressor. I could have just used a couple screws on it, and, well, that's fine. Okay, now that we've got that,
Seems to be growing well.
I think we have enough when it comes to defense. We'll do these 3 people all on the food. Okay. Blake, get your butt on food. Blake, stop shirking your duties. You're part of the Minutemen. That means you need to work your butt off to do food things. And there's Carla again. Okay, so what is happening? You guys are just really interested in playing defense. I suppose I can't blame you. But I mean, get on the potatoes. That's an order.
Sure.
Okay, there we go. Took them a second.
Okay.
I think they figured it out. Okay, so 3 people, water at that, defense at that. I think what we can do is go off and invite some more people around. Oh, we're low on crystal. Well, Carla? Carla, get back here. Carla? Trash can? There she is. Just hold up. Need to see your inventory. Give me a camera, give me a liquor crystal decanter.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what
And she has microscope, crystal. Very nice. Anything that is better? we'll just do that. She has 2,000 caps just sitting around in her inventory. Good job, Carla. You had a good day. I'm always happy to make a sale. You made a good amount of them. Okay,
Lucy, ain't you done today's wash yet?
No, Mom, I haven't got around
I
to it
am
yet.
low
I'm
on
too busy
steel
doing
as
the
well.
other 50 things you keep telling me to do.
And I don't think there's really much left in terms of steel at this place. 3 steel is all I'm looking for, and I won't be able to do it. Now what have we got? Potted meat. Lantern does... Oh. Okay, 1 more steel. I'm gonna break down a bed for 1 steel. I'm gonna give them a rotating cloth sack to... Oh god, yeah. Here, take a sleeping bag. This is... I did the math, and I assumed that I could get steel and stuff like that. Clearly, I wasn't super precise. Something's in my quest inventory. What the heck is in my quest inventory? Oh, it's probably the, oh, what is it? The turbo pump. Yeah, 1 circuitry. Okay. One steel. And yeah, so luckily we had that. Always rely on the fridge. The fridge is a good thing to have. Okay. Problem solved, and we've got our 12 food. Honestly, Connie, take a hint. Okay, she's not going to take a hint. You here.
Sure.
Okay, she took the hint.
Hi.
You want to buy or sell something?
Yes, I do.
Sounds good.
Okay. Oh, you have a Rad-X. Well, I'll take 1 Rad-X. It's a bad sale, but I'm wondering if I should pick up fertilizer. I shouldn't need to. I'm going down on my caps, but it might be a good idea just to have. I don't have enough oil to do things with fertilizer likely, but now let's leave it. Okay, so that is most of the people chilled out. I have 1 person at Sunshine Tidings Co-op. I don't know if I have the resources to help them. We've got... Oh, let's just take a look. We've got gears. They have... Oh, we can help them. That's fine. They'll have steel. Now... Sunshine Tidings... Not the most essential settlement under any stretch of the imagination. I should actually have some aid with me that is carrots, gourds. We just don't have... We have razor grain. We have 1 tato.
Seems to be growing well.
We'll make another tato farm. Another tiny, pathetic tato farm. Okay. And there we go. So Sunshine, Tidings, and then we can head home. But I'm not quite sure the best way of heading home is usually getting to... Yeah, getting back home to Hangman. It's usually best just to go the nice safe way. that is predictable. Not the through raider, arc jetty, gunner territory, so I'll think about it. But really, if we go essentially straight to Grey Garden, there are a few enemies on the way that I'd rather avoid. So I might go the long way or the very long way. It's fine. The problem with this episode is it's a very boring episode, and there's just a lot to get out of the way, and it's probably already been quite a while. But yeah, we've done what we set out to do. There's absolutely no reason for anyone to attack this place because it is completely worthless. But luckily, there is at least one person around who can have something to do. Now, resources. Let's start with the food and make a potato farm. Okay, that's fine. Okay, before you, go off and take the settlement away from me, because I've been such a bad host, you got potatoes. Now, you need, cement. Or should I just build him this one? Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll spoil him since we've been so mean. Okay. I just realized where there was some cinder blocks. Yep, right there. That's fine. So for power, get this up. Does it require? Yeah, it requires 4. I always forget that. Okay, so you got water, power, you have no defense. Let's rectify that situation. We have no steel, so we need to work on that as well. Okay, we've got one more. This could be bad. Need to find some steel. Luckily they have cooking pans and we're up on another turret. Now, we need to leave the beds as much as possible. It's not going to be useful just to make a bunch of defenses, but then have a bunch of fussy plebs for lack of beds to start doing some revolution. Honestly, I don't know if I have enough cloth for anything. Yeah, I'm suddenly realizing I was really low on cloth at the last place, so that is probably on the verge. Very much on the verge, but we'll be fine. So we would need at least a few more beds. Yeah. We're going to eventually run into issues unless there's random bits of cloth around, but wood and more wood. Definitely saw some steel on there, but whatever. Okay, there's a little bit of cloth. And crappy, but that's fine. So food, water, power, beds, all of this is not great. Could be worse, but it's not great. Now for the steel, gears, and all this stuff, we will have the adequate amount of defenses for them, at the very least. But yeah, we might need to come back here with some more things to plant. Oh, who am I kidding? Let's give them actual amounts of food when people start showing up. Okay, so 1 extra tato. And the gourds. Carrots. I want the carrots. We have gourds and razor grain at home, so just do that. Okay. So when people show up, they'll have beds, water, food, defense. Not necessarily forever, but for enough time, I believe. And in here, what can we get out of here? More cloth. We might just be able to pull it off. Oh, good to see that. Okay, so one last little... So we have 3 versus 5. No, don't store. And that is 2 cloth. So it's essentially turning 1 crappy bed into 1 good bed at the cost of a steel. But we're at 16 beds. That's fine. Water. We could do with more water by 2. So let's do that. Water and water. Okay, so that's that. We don't need to do anything else, but we are going to do one more thing, just so it's at 35 defense. Okay, that's good. So now everyone is happy, and they're never going to complain again. 10 Pines Bluff, they can just go. I really couldn't care less. But wait a second. What did that say? This is the one place I didn't care about. How do you have 11 people? Did I set up a radio beacon that effectively? Oh boy. Yeah, you're going to revolt against the Minutemen. Create your own Minutemen with blackjack and hookers, and forget the blackjack and hookers. Okay. Let's head back the safe way. And when I say safe, I better knock on wood. So... getting back to Corvega, essentially, I could just head through there, but it's misty and all that stuff that goes along with mist. Enemies still having pretty high perception, and you not being able to see them unless you're vatsing straight on them, which I will probably start doing. And I'm thinking I either take this moment to... well, let's consider next time. We can start talking about what's happening next time. Gun Nut rank 4 and Science rank 3. That means that I'll be able to upgrade my weapons further. There's also the chance of me saying, well, I have my silence gun. I have a Gauss rifle that is doing the job. Maybe we actually just call it good and take those 2 level ups and start preparing Chemist. And it's not the best idea, because I've been working towards Gun Nut and Science for the last dozen levels, pretty much, just really focused on not going too much out of my way, but at some point I think I just took a point of strength that wasn't necessary. Maybe ninja, maybe a point of toughness. I forget exactly where things got off, but just a couple little perks here and there, and all of a sudden I want to have Chemist, Gun Nut, and Science all at once, and it's not working out. So I'm behind, namely because some perks got taken that shouldn't have been taken. I don't think they've made the biggest difference, but here we are. Yeah, so as we make decisions on what happens next time, I was thinking, should we just use what we have in our inventory right now and go off and make Taffington Boathouse into something? Because they have most of everything what you need. They're short a little bit, but there is what is it, Covenant's right next door, and you can go shop there for a few things if you need them. I think we'll do that.
Folks are just looking for a hand.
Okay, so how is it going, people? Maybe I should send one of these people to Sunshine. Yeah, let's do that. And Piper, maybe you should, you know, get a job. Okay, so... yeah, next time, I think what we'll do is head off towards Taffington. And then from Taffington, we can get Taffington on side and Oberland Station on side. I might pick up the Beantown Brewery and grab all of those bottles because that's a lot of water that I can turn into. It'll take a while, but dirty water and purified water. I will also need to either connect the castle or make it to the castle. Actually, that's one thing I should do. Take one of these defender guys and move them to the castle, because I wouldn't mind having the ability to connect if I'm in the area with supply lines. Now, supply lines, I've been going on and on about. There's always more things that I want, but I'm essentially one level away from being able to spend everything on a local leader rank, and that would be very useful. Another thing I should consider is it has been a little bit. So Radio Freedom, is Ronnie around? Let's just listen here for a second. It's not sounding like it. Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since I got the castle on board.
What's the angle here?
But apparently...
Seems to be growing well.
yeah, apparently Ronnie is still not around. Dang shame. Okay. So let's cut that noise and plan on essentially doing Covenant, doing Beantown Brewery. Maybe we'll look into a couple of other things, but it would be nice to consider... I don't want to go back up north immediately, just to link up my settlements, and it's really annoying to use all of the people at Hangman's Alley to link up my settlements, so that could be an issue. And I definitely want to link them up both to Hangman's Alley and to the castle, and then in between the two, and create a nice little web going on so I could store material at both, have access to both. Okay, anyway. So... yeah, that's that. This is the end of the part. It's been a really boring part, but we just needed to get this out of the way. We were able to fix our settlements up a little bit. All of that fixing did give us a level up, so it's not exactly spamming a bunch of stuff, but yeah, just making sure that our settlements aren't falling apart. I really do think it's a good idea to end up linking my settlements, because if I'm going out again to do things like, you know, establishing artillery, let's say, local leader could be really useful, and then one more rank and I'd be able to have a chemistry workbench in my main settlement, as well as the ammo workbench, so something to consider. But yeah, next time we're going to get another settlement, I think, and then, well, Covenant can be cleared out, and, well, not cleared out, but can become a settlement with a red speech check. And for me to get a red speech check 100% of the time, I would need 2 level ups in Charisma, which I have sitting around. I'm wondering, do I... Chemist worked. The Rad-X worked, and we don't necessarily need Chemist. I'm trying to end the episode, but lots to consider. I'm going to think in between parts. Do I go guns, do I go chemist, or do I do local leader? And those three paths in the, coming up foreseeable future, let's say, that could change a lot of things that are coming my way very, very soon. The Gauss rifle is doing its job, the Rad-X doing its job, and we don't really need all of our settlements connected yet. So, which direction do we take first? All of that next time. Hopefully I'll have made a decision, but until then, I've been Keith. This has been Game to Please with the Fallout 4 You Only Live Once, done live as a nudist. Oh, sorry, everyone's suddenly coming, and it's the end of the episode. It's been a really boring episode. All we did was run between settlements, we killed the Rad Roach King, and besides that, we just essentially fixed up all our settlements, got Mama Murphy's little speech thing with giving her jet. Yeah, not a whole lot. Definitely a very chill, boring episode. But yes, hello Neuro. Even for a second, it was fun to have you drop by. And TikTok Boom, welcome, and sorry for the most boring stream that I've ever done, I think. Maybe even more boring than my last run when I was doing pretty much the same thing, going up north and settling my settlements. So, that's been this run, or this part of this run. And next time, plenty to do. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. I know I am. But, as I've said already, I think, been Keith, Fallout 4, Nudists Only Live Once, done live. Till next time, farewell.